I would say my perception of reading is, for school-wise, it's more educational, which can be fun and can be good, but I think I enjoy more fun reading or like free reading, which happens mostly in the summer, and that's when I read like the Harry Potter series or the Twilight series. I think you take in an idea or information about a book, you learn a story, or you learn about someone's life, and you see things from a different perspective, other than your own. I would say, because for school I'm not a huge, I don't love reading for that, but I would say as a reader, I love reading adventure books, because life isn't always the easiest, and for me it hasn't been the easiest, so I love any book that can take me to a new place, that gives me a new sense of reality, or just takes me to a whole other world where I can, I don't know, you can be someone else, kind of, you feel like you know the characters in a book, and you feel like a totally different person. Informational-wise, I'm not a huge fan of quoting things, and I don't really like writing a biography about someone, but I love doing opinionated papers. If a teacher asks me an opinion on a book, or if we have a little bit more of free writing, that if they tell you to read a book and then talk into a character and tell about how you felt about it, I love doing opinionated writing. An expression of whatever you want it to be, of feeling, of emotion, of, it can tell a story of a person's life, or it can tell a story of an object, or I feel like it speaks for those who can't verbally speak for something, that you can, for people who can't speak something, they can write it down in words and put it into a book or an essay, or I would say I would express a lot of emotion through writing. If I were to journal something, or if I'm just feeling very strong emotion, I'll write it. So I feel like I'm definitely a very opinionated, emotional writer. I first learned to read probably by my sister, my older sister, who she would just either read books to us, or we would just read books with her. Definitely on holidays, oddly enough, or Christmas, we would always read the Christmas story in a book, and Lacey would always help us read it with her, or read along with her. In writing, I would say, in kindergarten I learned how to write letters, actual letters of the alphabet, and I would say really in-depth writing would have been middle school to high school, mostly high school, with sophomore and junior year, really getting in-depth, or my worldviews class, where we get to learn about different religions and different opinions and views of the world, and we get to write our own opinion and view. Well, The Great Gatsby, just because I love reading love story books, and I love the Great Depression time, and just the struggles that people went through and how they overcame that, and the fact that he went away for war and came back and was still looking for his true love, who had already found someone else. Either I try to talk to someone who's already read the book and see kind of what their opinion on that part of the book was, or if it's for school, I'll definitely bring up questions in class. And if I don't know what it means right off the bat, I'll just kind of form my own meaning for it and kind of form my own opinion. I try to like put it into physical, if that makes sense. Put it into physical, like especially if it was science, I would try to like imagine like things physically and not through reading, if that makes sense. Yes. I would say my biology teacher taught me how to speed read. It really doesn't help at all. It really isn't a style of reading at all.
Okay.
But I'd say Mr. O'Donnell, my freshman and sophomore teacher, and my junior teacher definitely taught me to read more in depth and to, because I guess before I had just kind of like I would read books and read them quickly and just try to like, I didn't really care what I got out of it, but they taught me to read more in depth and really like understand like what the book was trying to tell me. Literacy. Ooh. I would say maybe being well read. Like that you've read a wide range of books, maybe, and that you have a capacity to understand what the book is trying to teach you. And literacy, I would say that it's well known, like not necessarily well known books, but definitely like well written books, and being able to understand that. Visually, I'm definitely a visual learner. I'd say it's like 50-50, because I'm in mostly art classes, so that's mostly visual. And then some of my classes use visual and some of them just don't at all. So I'd say it's about 50-50. In the realm of reading, I would say they could, if they assigned, because I don't normally procrastinate and read the whole book like a couple days before it's due. But if chapters were assigned, specifically assigned like one chapter every 2 days or so, I feel like I would better understand the books because I would have to read a certain chapter by a certain day.